Criticism is a form of feedback that focuses on our faults and shortcomings. Often, it comes with a negative connotation. And it doesn't sound as melodious as the voice of praises. It is a fact that human beings love to receive praises. We yearn approval and recognition for our hard work. However, we ought to be more wary of our attitudes towards criticism. In life, criticism is unavoidable. People are so used to seeing what is not good enough. Hence, if we have difficulty accepting criticism in our life, we may be miserable. When challenged by another person, it is common for us to react defensively. We end up being heartbroken, and our self-esteem is shaken. Since criticism is bound to happen in this world, why don't we use it positively to improve? Welcome to Soul Food, your daily essential feed. Today, we will explore 3 ways to use criticism to our advantage. First way to use criticism. Analyze if the criticism is true. The term constructive criticism and destructive criticism is not new. But the question is, how do we differentiate them? Some of us may differentiate them by the tone of its delivery, but may not always be accurate. There are people who can destroy our confidence with the gentlest tone. Your presentation is not up to standard, sorry for saying that, but I'm telling you for your own good. The better way to determine whether it is a constructive criticism is to ask them for justification. A person who is giving destructive criticism often have no backup to their comments. They often say, I couldn't describe them in words, it's just not as good as I have expected. I'm sure you know what I mean. Ha! Are you sure we know? While people who are constructive could give you more specific details to how you can improve yourself. Once we determine that a criticism is destructive, let's ignore it and forgive the person. Dale Carnegie wrote this. Any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain. But it takes character and self-control to be understanding and forgiving. Second way to use criticism. To find something that can be learned from it. After we have confirmed that a criticism is constructive, take it as an opportunity to learn and improve. Even though you may feel bitter to hear of your shortcomings, but that does not mean you should brush it off. We tend to have a larger blind spot towards our own weaknesses. And it is only through the eyes of the other person that we can make it obvious to us. Although criticism may not make sense to you at that point in time. Let's remind ourselves not to be defensive against criticism. Leave the criticism aside first if the negative emotions are overflowing. But revisit them again once our emotions have stabilized to improve ourselves. In Proverbs 28 verse 13 it says, "A man who refuses to admit his mistakes can never be successful. But if he confesses and forsakes them, he gets another chance." Third way to use criticism. Do not let criticism affect your self-esteem. We make mistakes all the time. It is through mistakes that we learn. When others criticize us, it does not mean that we, as a person, is a failure. It's never the case. A criticism is against some of our traits or actions. They are only a part of us, and that alone does not define us as a whole. Not only so, people criticize us for various reasons. Some may truly care about us, whereas some people criticize for selfish reasons. They may make criticism because they are insecure about themselves, because they want to cover up their own shortcomings. Some may be jealous and attempt to put you down. They may not be aware when they are doing this. Although understanding the reasons they criticize may not lessen the criticism itself. But we hope it allows you to ignore it. The rule of thumb is this: if it's a destructive one, ignore it. If it's a constructive one, learn from it. We hope you like our sharing. And remember, the key to happiness is always in your hand. Click on the like button if you enjoyed our video. and subscribe for more videos like this.